Welcome. Deeply appreciate you for tuning in. Second episode of Path 7. I hope you liked the first one. I had a lot of enjoyment of doing it. I watch it all the time myself. Just appreciate sharing myself with you guys and everybody who had the opportunity to tune in. I was supposed to do this show or this episode, I want to say a couple days ago. I got my hair locked, Friday, and I had car issues, things like it. But when I was getting my hair locked, I was speaking with an older woman. We were talking about just regular life, Miss Zelda, thank you for doing my locks. They look good. All I need is a shape up. I'm a wild man. I kind of just let kind of things go. Just let things run their own course. But yeah, these are some of the topics I came up with. The first one is fear is an illusion. The planet of fear, which I guess would be Saturn, which pretty much is a planet of limitations and overcoming limitations because it is a gas planet, which is Saturn. Fear is just an illusion. It's just gas. It's just something that's placed in front of you for you to rise above and pretty much overcome anything that's put in front of you. And from every new virus to everything that's going on in the world, Andre, you spin that shit. But that song that is playing right now is 16 by Rick Ross. But every virus, with everything that comes on TV, everything in this society is pretty much fear based, and it's pretty much just based upon just your attention, because what you pay attention to, you create into your reality, knowing or unknowingly. That's why before anything can happen in this reality, they have to, which is Hollywood, has to cast a spell upon your subconscious mind. And when your subconscious mind is open, it can be privy into being tapped into. And when somebody taps into your subconscious mind, which is your God self, the hidden God, they can pretty much control your life. And that's why I piggyback back on this dog-ass reality or them using etheric implants. Oh, I didn't talk about target individuals. I'm going to get into that too. This is what is going to be the first tie to this. Which is pretty much all subconscious attack. We're always under attack. Like I said, this is the matrix. You're never truly free. You're only given the guise of free. And that's what the next discussion will be after this, will be free will and choice. But free will and choice, they are illusion. They're like the only thing that you have, like pretty much everything you already do or everything you're already going to do, will have done or completed, is already written above in the stars. Everything was written. That's where you talked about the God Tahuti, who always records our good and bad doings. But Mercury, at the end of the day, is Mercury. Hermes to Trigata, whatever. Trigonometry, whatever you want to say. But hey, does your mama know your name? Does she know her name? You talking that shit. But yeah, everything gonna do. So pretty much if you have this idea in your mind that like today I'm going to go to, like for me, what did I do today? I had to go to work. I had a choice to say if I was going to go to work or not, but I had to get money in my pocket. I had to go work, so that's a guarantee. Do I have a choice? I did have a choice. I can make money or I can just sit home. I chose to make money. Everything else upon that day is based upon my habits. Habits can always be changed within the 21 days. You can either create or break a habit. But pretty much your day is already kind of laid out for you. The only choice you have is the yes or no's in the day, the small things like that, the minute details. Who you talk to, who you pay attention to, who you allow to, I guess, interrupt your story. And that piggybacks back on, I have it in my mind. What's the name of that show? Give me 2 seconds. It's not the park. Westworld. Where Dolores, like one day, instead of her meeting Teddy one day, the Men in Black came, the older gentleman who ran the park. Or one day a guy stopped in like I think a carriage, like put one in front of her pass, and she didn't meet Teddy, and she actually stayed in the town and like did something at the bar or something weird. But just small minute details throughout your day kind of can sway you left or right. Give me 1 second. I don't know what this is here. Erykah Badu, Love of My Life. Yeah. Roses. Now, I always apologize when I'm doing this. I don't have a playlist. What you think? Why not? I could fuck some kid out. These walls, I'll probably change again. But yeah. So pretty much at any time during your day, somebody who was sent, which are the others, not the others, the watchers. Pretty much the people with money, the people who, I guess, the more powerful people, they pretty much deter your day. And I mean, how I look at it, you got to think it's 5% against the world. 5% is trying to wake up the rest of the world from the spell that is cast upon all of us. Even I'm under a spell. We're all under some kind of spell because right now I'm being programmed by the TV and these ads that are on TV. And then subconsciously, however you want to say it, they're all imprinting on my subconscious mind, even if I know it or unknowingly. Because there can be hidden messages within music videos, music songs, regardless. Now you got to think when people, well, record companies, if you don't own your masters, while your masters are being made, you have people who doing chants and spells around like the actual music, and that's why like it's crazy. I mean, I speak the truth. I don't really care, like I see the darkness, but it's all about being able to always be able to focus. Because right now, there's always gonna be a force that's like, yo, he's dropping these gems, like he's not supposed to be dropping these gems, especially coming from me, somebody who's trying to not make it as an artist because I've already made it, because you got this within here, this light that no one can take from you. They can only deter you and your focus if you allow them to. But back to it. Get to the targeted individuals and the people that stop you from doing what you do. The targeted individuals could be anybody. It could be your girlfriend's mom, your girlfriend's grandma, however you want to say it. And now that we're becoming more psychically evolved, you can I'm gonna take my time with this. This is where remote viewing, which is a technique by psychics, witches, or whatever you want to call them, not witches, but psychics, anybody who's in tune, they can pretty much look at you through your third eye or your mind's eye, and kind of watch whatever you're doing. They can implant or suggest things for you to do. Anybody who thinks they're a dog or whatever you want to say it, like it, most likely you have a sorcerer or somebody watching you who either you have some kind of magic or some kind of power that they want to deter you from tapping into, so they distract you with little things like that. This year and last year's programming has been attacking the analytic mind, which is the left hemisphere. Is it the left hemisphere? I want to say that's more intuitive, which will be, because if you're logical, you wouldn't say that you're a dog. That's kind of illogical. So tapping on the right hemisphere of the mind, while Neptune is in Pisces, to pretty much get your mind to thinking something other than what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are like secret societies that do things like, pretty much that's why you see people with chokers and things like the choker thing right there. That's why I suggest anybody to get a blue kyanite. It helps with your thyroid. If your thyroid is blocked, it's pretty much like all your energy is getting caught right here, and your body, the thing that's trapped here, and you can't push the information from your mind, from your brain, and these light codes down to your body, so your body can know that you're safe. Other than not, you're going to be living in a constant place of fear, and you can't figure out. It's never going to change. It's going to happen every time. But yeah, it's. Let me put some kid out on. This part kind of funny. But I lost it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but I'm put some kid out on. But yeah, man. Target individuals. Give me 2 seconds. And this is a known thing. Like this is, you can research this, you can YouTube this. This is a known fact. Voice of Skull. That's next. Give me 1 second. Let me put some kid out on. Kendrick Lamar. I was playing a love joint in my head earlier. Shout out to one of my babes, man. You was dope. Appreciate you for your time. Hope you still doing well. Beautiful woman. Still got love for you. Never go against you. You Know Who You Are. The song was definitely for you. You inspired the song. Well, this summer of that song, we used to do dope shit. But back to target individuals. I got a Gemini moon. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. Hey. All right, here we go. Here we go. Targeted individuals. Anybody who has who speaks truth, who lets out a certain amount of information. Anybody who has potential to change the narrative upon. Yeah, it must have been stagnant down here. But it's based upon anybody who has any kind of influence to change against the agenda of whoever wants their agenda to be a certain way, I guess, or wants to push forward any new world order or anything like it. Am I a targeted individual? Absolutely. That's why I have like the crystals and different things like that. So like anytime I'm attacked by electromagnetic weapons or electromagnetic torture weapons, which is voice of skull, which would be the negative onslaught of attack. Well, just negative thoughts. Like, of course we all have negative thoughts, but you also have Gwyn towers, which are cell phone towers. They look like cell phone towers, but they're actually towers that emit frequencies that go against the harmonious 432 hertz of the body. The body is pretty much an instrument. So the better you tune your instrument, the better you can find God. God is within, not without. That's the trap. But growing up is also a trap. Being an adult is a trap. I'm not saying run around and be like Peter Pan, but live within your right hemisphere of your brain would be logical enough to understand that you need your left hemisphere of the brain. Keep them balanced. Balance is key, my friends. What else about targeted individuals? Pretty much for targeted individuals. Anytime you step into a room, this is something I do all the time. And this is why I pretty much engage that dog-ass reality. Like, pretty much they're trying to put a muzzle on me. That's what I see in my mind. It's some bullshit. But it's like, we know what we're doing out here. And I got my crystals, and I be on the vibe. Yep. But, yeah, so, blah. See, my mind slipping. What's the name of it? Also, the CERN machine. We're going to talk about that as well. Think. And that's why a lot of you can't sleep. You can't sleep because you're getting but the higher you vibrate, the more you can tap into these weapons that they're going to use. The more vulnerable you are to them because your body is picking up on the certain frequencies out there. Like I said, you're just a radio station. You're just like, you're not a radio. You're like Wi-Fi. You're always just constantly vibrating, intaking and putting out energy. Intake, put out. Intake, put out. We're all alchemists. We're all computing some kind of message or giving out a kind of message. Always keep your mind on. That's one thing even though I look like I'm doing nothing, I'm always like balancing the left hemispheres and right hemisphere of my brains. Because if not, you see people get stuck and they just like, and that you can already see my eyes kind of like season. That's why like one of them's kind of going up and down. This is shit that people don't talk about, but me, I know because I got that 12th house understanding. But where do we go from here? What else? The voice of skull, we talked about that. The negative thoughts, not just negative thoughts. They're like downright bullshit thoughts. All the stars, I can fuck with it. Even the eye twitching. The eye twitching was also the loyalty video. I don't fuck with this. Just because this came on. Yo, I remember it was like Scorpio season. Scorpio season is always like hell for me because like I'm so sensitive and that's when I get attacked the most because it's like going down Scorpio season is like a path of it's going down a path of like your most intense like decisions, like your decisions during you see what I'm saying? All we ask is trust, right? Crazy. Them niggas be crazy. They want my loyalty, but I like y'all too much, man. I definitely like y'all too much. Man. That's why I'm doing this, man, just in case I ever get caught slipping out here. You know what I'm saying? I left some truth on y'all, man. I dropped some bombs, some gems. Because it's wartime out here, man. I hope y'all know, man. You better develop your superpowers so you can defend yourself. Guns ain't gonna do it. The first thing you always load up with is your motherfucking mind, man. Keep your mind on and understand the no ledge. Understand the ledge so you can jump over any box they try to put on you. You know what I'm saying? Even me, like this 12th house transit with Capricorn and all this like Saturnian energy, man. Well, excuse me, all this Saturnian energy and this home planet of home trend, astrological trend, and Capricorn is fucking my mind up. It's like for me being a target individual, man. It's like because this is path 7, and I'm still gonna get back to more of the target individual stuff. But man, it goes from like anytime I go into the room, it's always staged, and that's what engages that dog ass reality. Because like I have to, my right hemisphere, my brain would turn on, and it's like yo, I know you see this fuck shit out here. Like look at this shit over here. He out here trying to play with your energy. He trying to do this. He trying to do that. So when I was getting my food the other day, Bull pulled up on me. I'm like yo, like you like in 10 feet of my or not 10 feet because that's a little. You like 2 feet away from my or I should like punch your shit or just like do some ignorant shit. I'm in a nice ass spot that I always get food from. So like, you know what I'm saying? They do shit like that to provoke you. So like you go in there, you just be like, yo, like you know better, bro. And that's why like for me when they do little weird shit like this, I just possess them, bro. Like you are a pawn on my board. Like don't play with me. Like I literally, because I know energy so well, I would just like go from their root chakra and work my energy up or work my intentions up, and I would like pretty much turn his mind on. So like I'm cutting off his trance because he's in a trance. 9 times out of 10, they're either wearing the colors gray and black or blue and black. Those are military colors. Pretty much anybody who wears that is pretty much saying like I'm under the influence of the military unknowingly or knowingly. And that's just like goes back to the Venom. Venom was a whole bunch of like MK Ultra and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. And like anybody can be under MK Ultra because it's mind control. We're all under some kind of mind control because everybody, they want us to be pawns and they want us to be dormant and not be able to raise our vibrations to astral travel. Like pretty much right now I'm astral traveling. Right now like I look like I'm here, but I'm just floating. Like of course I got grounding crystals on. I got Unikite next to me. Beautiful course for breaking up bad patterns and blockages in your energy. Tiger's Eye if you ever need courage. You're gonna need courage. I think this is maybe Shungite. Shout out to Kid, that's my guy. But alright, so I mean that's what we talk about. The CERN machine. The CERN machine is pretty much how they're attacking us through different alternate realities, which is this is a known thing too. CERN, the CERN machine, and they're pretty much going into this is a known fact. So they're pretty much they're trying to tap into different vibrations and different frequencies of other planets. So pretty much there's they made contact with these beings. I don't think it was Nibiru. I don't think it was Nibiru. I don't think it was the mothership Nibiru. I think it was like Saturn. They made contact with these 10 feet tall black beings, which are the primordial beings, where they say some black people come from Saturn, the rings of Saturn, but you gotta understand we are a cosmic race or cosmic origins. That's why before the carbon hits our skin, it rusts our skin from green, our original color, to brown and black and brown. So like we are just like plants get photosynthesis, we get the same thing, and it fuels our melanin. But because of chemtrails, which is another form of like attack that we're always under, because of the chemtrails and because the water vapor in the air has been attacked so much, because you gotta think we're pretty much like up-walking fish. Like if you look at a fish and we're connected to every animal in the universe. The universe is always connected. There's nothing in this universe that's not connected. From fuck rodents and shit. I don't fuck with that kind of shit. But we all have a purpose in this universe, and we all have like a purpose, and we're all here to do a divine purpose. And it's just like with Agent Smith, he had a purpose. He had a purpose to oppose Neo. He was set the lower self of Neo, or lower self of humanity, and Neo, which was the one to quote unquote free us. I'm getting distracted. The lower and Neo was the higher self, which is pretty much the Heru, the savior. But at the same time, we're the common place in reality where we're understanding that the villains are making more sense to us now, because we're understanding, and we're coming to greater understanding that everything we've taught has been a lie. Everything we taught, because we're living in the Hunger Games. Like anytime you read a book, you're pretty much reading something from your past lifetime or another lifetime of you speaking and leaving gems for yourself. It's not like you don't know this knowledge. You just have to tap into your DNA. And a lot of us don't tap into this DNA because we don't know. How can you know that the air that you're breathing in has arsenic and different things like that is poisonous for your brain that causes Alzheimer's and other malfunctions to your body and your mind. The water you drink. The water that we're drinking is pretty much turning men into women. It fucks with our hormones. If our hormones are unbalanced, what are you gonna do? Somebody's watching this, but somebody's watching. I don't know who it is, but somebody's watching. Then you have what else? Sometimes I did the same. I know what I'm gonna do. What's the last one? I don't know what that is. But damn, it slipped me that fast. Like, that's Men in Black. We're gonna talk about them motherfuckers too. The Men in Black like me for some reason because I don't know who these aliens or these beings that I guess the owls, I don't know who they are, but they like me, I guess. I attract these weird beings. That's why anytime you hear me talking to somebody, they're like, oh, I just seen a couple birds, or you listen to the word choice, because most of the people that try to drop, that's not no secret hand, nothing like that, just had a scratch. But or did I? Should be deep. I drop gems small, but you got people, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I'm about to get back to the regular programming. Don't give me 1 second. Anderson Pack tents. Definitely need tents. Being in alignment and seeking alignment. Being in alignment and seeking alignment is trying to be in harmonious vibration and projections with their higher self. Your higher self is the God you seek. When people talk about a heaven being above, heaven is your mind. When you free your mind, you can experience heaven because you're seeing things from your higher self, your higher perspective. And you're able to actually understand that a lot of people aren't in their greatest self. And your job is just not to try to change them, but just understand that not everybody's going to get with the program. Not everybody's going to wake up. Some people, their job is just to deter you. And when you understand that, you have to keep your energy and your interactions light, get your purpose, do your thing, and move on. Like, just to drop a gem on some, like, secret humane experience when we're tapping to this. We're just seeing reality, society act in certain ways. All right, so I don't know how to say this, but I'm gonna say it as best that I can. Every man, if he knows it or not, when we're first born, we're born as female. There's no argument about this. When we're first born, we're born female. So even if you hate women, you feel whatever way you do, when you first come into this world, you incarnate as a woman. Well, in my bad, I'm trying to charge my phone at the same time. In the womb, before you get to a certain gestation period, you are mine as a woman. So I don't know if it's like a secret society's like rites of passage to turn men into women, or to, I don't know. But when you go back, I think it goes back to